Hey, what's going on, Knuckles family? Knuckles here. It's Mario Knuckles here to give you a special video that means a lot to me. Because I'm going to be talking about a game that I haven't played it in a while, but it really has impacted me. It impacted me, and I think so it impacted a lot of people. And I'm a little bit late to this, but I tried to record this on. Well, I tried recording this on Thursday, but I was way too tired. I wanted to upload this on Friday, but I was way too tired with the recording. And when I was recording it, I was saying some weird things. Like when I'm tired, I'll say the most randomest things, and I'll say to myself, "Why did I just say that?" As I'm speaking. So that video was just like it had to go, it had to end. But right now, I'm going to be talking about, as you guys might know, this game came out 20 years ago in America. At least it's been out in November. It's been out in Japan. It came out in Japan in November 2001, and it came out in America on December 3rd of 2001. If you guys don't know, I'm pretty sure you guys know about it, but it's Super Smash Bros. Melee, 20th anniversary, and wow, it's just, you really look back at it, it was like yesterday this game came out. Like, as you get older, man, life goes by fast. It really does. But we're gonna go back in the time, so my my thoughts about the game, and how it is 20 years later, and yada yada, and all that good stuff. But we're gonna go back in time, 2001, where life was simple back then. We didn't have to worry about, well, us 90s babies didn't have to worry about bills or anything like that. Like, it was simple times. And 2001, let's go back to 10 years old. So let's go back to my first experience with Super Smash Bros. Melee. Now, I remember it was just at Walmart. This is when Walmart was different. When Walmart was like cleaner, like it's not how it is now. Which I don't have a problem with Walmart at all. Like, I think Walmart got some good prices. I don't give a fuck. Walmart's a nice place. I mean, it's always perceived as like the ghetto store, as they want to say, but I don't give a fuck. That place is still good to me. Got some good stuff there, so I don't give a fuck. But no. So at the time, they don't do it now, but they would have their games on display. You could actually play game. You could actually play a demo version of a game, or they might have a full version of the game. It was pretty awesome for them to do that. But they had the GameCube, but they had demo version of the games. So I played Luigi's Mansion. This was around 2001. The PS2 was already out. GameCube and Xbox were on their way out. Well, not on their way out, but like they were coming up on their release. Like they were going to be joining the next gen system with PS2. And Dreamcast was kind of like Dreamcast was like on its last leg around then. But no, so we had it. So I see Super Smash Bros. Melee. It was a trailer, but it was an intro. It was cool. And that intro was dope. Like, watching the intro, it looked like I wasn't even it looked like you weren't even playing you were like, wait, is this a Smash Bros. Game? Completely different from the intro of the N64. Like, different concept, different design, different. Obviously, it's a new system, it's a next gen system, so it had to be different. But like, it just seemed like a movie. It seemed like it was like a Nintendo MCU, or not MCU, but a Nintendo Cinematic Universe. So that was pretty dope. But I was like, oh my god, I need this. I'm like, Mario. I'm like, Peach is in this game? Because I was hearing rumors that Peach was going to be in this game. I see Bowser. What in the grand? I'm not a big Zelda guy, which I'm not trying to discredit Caesar or anything like that. But Zelda, she in that game. I'm like, what? Ice Climbers. I don't know who these people are, but cool, awesome. What? I mean, that shit was just super dope. I'm like, I need to get it. And now I think this is after. I'm not sure this happened before or after, but I told my mom that's what I want for Christmas, because I'm pretty sure game stores also, and remember, in 2001, we didn't have YouTube to tell us, whether a game was good or bad. We didn't have, well, granted, GameSpot and IGN were still around, but they weren't as popular as they are today. But we didn't have YouTube to spoil things. We didn't have, well, then again, people were still talking about it, but like, let's say we didn't have social media, we didn't have these smartphones, we didn't have access to info the game that easily, you know what I'm saying? So we were like, man, we were surprised what we got. So actually, in my opinion, I think the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox were like my favorite genre of games, because, like I said, at the time, what we got, we were surprised, like, oh my god, this is in the game, this is in the game, like, what? Like I said, I didn't have YouTube to spoil things, and you didn't have reviewers that was like, hey, guys, don't get the game because I said so, because we didn't, because at the time, even when somebody told us the game was bad, we still played it, but now, when people are having a huge following, if they don't like a game, they'll be like, okay, this person's not gonna buy it then because this person said it. And I don't really like that. I prefer you playing games on your own experience. Like, I mean, again, some people could be right with the reviews, but you know, at the end of the day, it's my review. Like, you know, there might be some people where you're like, okay, I believe them, but like, you have to experience games for yourself. So I don't think you should always go by what somebody says, even though they have 100,000 subscribers and shit like that. But like, it's like, no, man, it's your opinion, so you know, just, you know, do your own review about it. So yeah, so like I said, I can't remember this before or after, but I told my mom I wanted a game for my birthday, not birthday, for Christmas, and I'm sure game stores are going crazy. I see, but the PS5 being sold out, nah, they weren't sold out. I have to see. If y'all know, if you remember in 2001 days, if game stores and all that stuff were selling out of GameCubes, let me know, because I'm curious to know like how. Like I said, we were young, so we didn't really know how new systems were coming out, like how if they were being sold out fast. So, you know, in today's generation, you talk about a new system, they'll sell like in a heartbeat. So I'm curious to know if like game stores are like extremely basic with that. But I told my mom I want a GameCube, and one time she's like, I couldn't find it. I was so sad. I'm like, no, I want a Nintendo. I want a GameCube. I don't want a Nintendo 64 anymore. I'm done with this. And so, Grant, just remember that she couldn't find it. So maybe like weeks later, I go to Toys R Us when Toys R Us was still the shit. When they had games on display too. They had a GameCube, so get a game, and they saw Smash. I was like, oh my god, it's here! Which, by the way, the GameCube controller is still probably Nintendo's best controller. Honestly, I mean, it's a significant upgrade from the N64 controller, because I don't know what they were thinking with that controller. Oh my god! But no, I saw it there. I played it for the first time. I was like, I was in love with, like I said, the presentation was just gorgeous. And remember, we weren't spoiled now as we were back then. Like, when we got a game, we're like, oh my god, like we were like, no, it has to be all pretty. Like, no, like, you didn't care about the graphics, but like, you look at it, you're like, oh my god, like from N64 to this to 3D, like, oh my god, like, it cannot compare. Like, the first game I played was Peach, because I was like, oh, Peach in a Smash Bros. Game, in a fighting game, this is gonna be awesome. And she was fun to play with. Ice Climbers are cool. Pretty much, Peach and Ice Climbers are like the characters I played as the most. And I'm like, oh my god, I need this game. It killed me that I couldn't get this game. And so we get to Christmas. My mom said, oh, alright, open your gift. I opened it. This is the best Christmas gift I ever got. And it was a GameCube. Not just a GameCube, right? An extra controller, a memory card, and Super Smash Brothers. I was, oh my god, like, one of the happiest days of my life. Actually, listen, the best Christmas gift for my parents. Like, I just can't. But I will say this though, I'm surprised I got an extra controller and a memory card. Because, great, I knew that you need to save things, but like, I think they probably talked to somebody at a game, so that's like, hey, I recommend you getting a memory card, because all these games are gonna need save files, and he's gonna need the memory card. So yes, at that day, guys, systems were not built. And say, well, Microsoft did it first, but PS2 and GameCube, you need a memory card to save your data. So if you didn't have a memory card, you were screwed. So you go to a friend's house, you gotta bring a memory card. So I got it, man, and oh man, I was so happy. Yo, also, look, do you guys remember the commercial of Merely, when the one guy is in Japan, see those two samurais fighting in the GameCube, then you start seeing gameplays of Super Mario Merely? That was the commercials back then for games were lit. You were like, what? Like I said, we didn't have the internet say like when the game was gonna be released. You see on the you see on display, or you see on a commercial, like, wait, what? So like, you didn't have, like I said, You didn't have well, you had the game magazines which were popular back in the day. They weren't popular. They're not popular now, but they were so popular back in the day. So you're like, oh my god, like it was just, oh my god, it was. When you got a new game, it just felt great. Like now, don't get me wrong, I still love playing video games, but it's like getting a game back then, it just felt better. Getting a game now, I mean, let's face it, when you get a game now, it's a complete. How much DLC is on? You know what I mean? Like I said, GameCube, PS2, and Xbox was the last generation before DLC, and I'm like, DLC has really ruined this gaming generation. Like, that's a different story for a different day, but yeah, DLC just ruined that thing. But no, the times are simpler. Games are definitely made with much more care. Not to say that every game was great, because don't get me wrong, there were a lot of bad GameCube, PS2, and Xbox games, but like it just had better care when they were being made. Like, it was just amazing at the time. But no, so I got it for Christmas, man. And we were in New York, and I'm like, I need to play this game now. I just couldn't stop thinking. Like, it was just like, oh my god. And so we got back. It had to be at like, I'm not sure what time it was. It had to be like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, I need to play the game, and I just couldn't go to sleep. This is when you had the like, there was a TikTok video where a guy was like, when you play the game during the day, it's not loud, but when you play the game during the night, it's loud and wakes your mind around because it would beat you with the bell. So like, I had to place just the volume very low. I'm like, okay, no one can hear, right? Yeah. Oh man, it was man. I had fun playing it. Then remember, I didn't know who the secret characters were. Like I said, no YouTube, no social media to spoil things for you, right? So I think the first secret character I came across was Dr. Mario. I'm like, oh, what? That was pretty cool. Then, Jigglypuff, and then later so on, got the other characters. First of all, before we get to the characters, I want to talk about the game modes in this game. Classic mode was awesome. It wasn't a set order like N64 did. N64 was a set order of who you fought in Smash Brothers, and then Melee was, was different order, Also, Break the Targets was still in this. Well, Break the Targets were still there, but like everyone had their own Break the Targets. Then later on, Break the Targets were pretty garbage, but it is what it is on that part. But no, like Adventure mode was a lot of fun. Where it was like a 2D scroller platform where playing the Mushroom Kingdom. Underground Maze with Zelda, that was lit. Sprint Star trying to escape from the planet. Deep was it Deep Blue? I forgot what it was called, but like the California station where like every time when the alarm goes on, you had to jump onto the platform before the F-Zero cars hit you. Like, it was a lot of fun. Then the secret was fighting against Giga Bowser. That was lit. Event matches. Well, I'm gonna tell you something right now. Event matches was the first. Event matches were a lot of fun. Some people now, y'all might kill me for this, but one of my favorite event matches, which is known for one to be can't speak right today. It's known for being the toughest. One of the toughest is Space Invaders with Ness. Because I enjoyed playing Ness in that game. Like, Ness was probably like my favorite character before I switched to Fox, and I'm like, yeah. Because let me say something right now. Actually, let me reminisce some more. At that time, right, when you have 4 players at your house and you play Smash Bros., those times felt really special. Like, they really did. Like, you have friends come over. Like, this is when couch, not just couch, but like couch, four player couch gameplay, split screen, co-op, all that stuff, etc. It just felt great. Like, I remember one time, let's say we just got the game. Well, no, it was after I got all the characters. My cousin came over from Atlanta. My friend from down the street down the neighborhood joined us, and this other kid that was cool joined us, and us all 4 playing Smash Bros. Man, it was lit, man. It was just like, we had the big TV playing, and I'm like, yeah, this shit's awesome, man. Like, I'm telling you, man, times back then were just a lot of fun, dude. Like, everyone had fun. No one was spoiled with the game generation. Like, we loved what we got. We were just like, we didn't care. We just had fun. We weren't expecting much. We just had fun. We weren't spoiled. You know what I'm saying? It was just, I can go on and on, but like I said, those days were just really, really special. But back to the event matches though. Nest, the Space Invaders, where you have to fight all the characters from like outside of Earth, which is like Samus, Kirby, Fox, Captain Falcon, and Falco. That was a hard, tough event match, but I really enjoyed that one. But I hated the one you were Luigi and you had to fight against Peach and Dr. Mario, and they were freaking tough as hell. Like, oh my god, it was so annoying. But speaking of characters, though, the roster was awesome. Like, the cool thing was Fire Emblem characters, Marth and Roy. No one knew who Fire Emblem was. No one knew who those guys were because they were a Japan exclusive, and they're supposed to be only on the Japan version. But I don't know what happened. But grace to God, they came to America, and I was just like, oh my god, this character's cool. And by the way, at the time, I thought Marth was terrible because I'm like, oh, Roy's stronger, blah blah. Looking back at it, yeah, Marth is the better character, without a doubt. And then we start having I forgot what they're called. They weren't the clones, but they were called something else. But yeah, Falco was pretty much Fox, but like jumps higher. Marth and Roy were kind of the same thing, but Roy's attacks were stronger. Dr. Mario was kind of the same thing. Ganondorf, yes, Ganondorf. I was surprised he's even in that game. I was like, whoa, because my cousin told me about it. I'm like, there's no way he's in the game. But no, he was in the game. He was in the event match against you and Zelda. I'm like, oh, that's pretty awesome. Great, kick my ass off because I don't play as Link. Pichu, but his attacks are stronger, but like he'll gain damage. Young Link. So like they pretty much had like a lot of the same characters in a way, but the one character I was very surprised to see in the game was Mewtwo, and I'm like, oh my god! And this, guys, remember? Not remember, but let me say something. I played the hell out of Versus mode, so that's why I got Mewtwo pretty early. Like I got Mewtwo before I got Pichu, before I got Ganondorf, because I was playing Versus mode for hours upon hours upon hours, but like. Despite Mewtwo not being the best character, it was still like, oh my god, Mewtwo? What? And what's so funny is that my one friend, when he was playing as Mewtwo, when he was in the Shadow, he was like, Kamehameha! Because me and him were huge Shadow fans back then. Well, still are, but like, it was so funny, he was like, Kamehameha! It was just, oh my god, it was just a lot of fun back then, man. Like, listen, the roster was cool, Adventure was cool, which, by the way, event match introduced me to Crazy Hand. I'm like, yo, what? There's a left side, and I'm like, there's no way I can beat this. But no, this game challenged you. Like, this is when games are challenging, because there was a lot of stuff to unlock on this game. Like, listen, great, you can do tournament mode, but like, that's overblown. But no, multi-man melee, destroy endless, last 15. Cruel multi-man melee was, oh my god, was a nightmare. But it had so much stuff to do offline. Like, oh yeah, they added like a lot more stages in this game. Clearly, Hyrule Temple was cool until people just start spending their time at the bottom like a bunch of punks. But look, it's still a classic stage though. But this is when they add the stage where you have to like move in platforms, where you have to like move from stage to stage, because you're not from stage to stage, but from platform to platform, because if you stay out there, you'll die. Like, a very fun level, which I know a lot of people hate, is Pokeflows. From moving from Pokemon to Pokemon to Pokemon, I thought that level was just a lot of fun, so that was cool. I thought, I understand it can be annoying, but like, it's still a lot of fun. Like I said, at the time, I said I wasn't being competitive. I was, playing with items, having fun with the game. Like, I just didn't care. Now, I will say this. When I went to our friend's house, let's be real, I was whooping her ass. Like, I was kind of like the best one there, which I'll admit, I thought I was the shit at Smash Brothers. When I was playing at Fox, I'm like, y'all can't beat me. I'm the best at this game. What? And so I saw those tournament melee players. I was like, I'm gonna leave right now. I gotta go play some other games. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, these tournament players from Melee are just, man, there's something else. But no, man, the music, the music was lit. Also, I mean, so actually, my favorite music was the trophy music, which is the music you're hearing right now. I freaking love the trophy music in Smash Brothers. Like, that's actually one of my favorite themes of the game. Honestly, is the trophy music. Like, it was just a lot. It was a lot. It was very relaxing. You know what I mean? Speaking of relaxing, they introduced All-Star mode in this, which is a mode where you gotta fight all the characters without dying. It was pretty tough because you never know what could happen. But I'll tell you something right now. I never tried that mode out very hard mode because I feel so I do it on very hard mode, I'm screwed. So F that. But like even the All-Star music for the rest area, music was just awesome. Now, obviously in Ultimate, you don't want to do All-Star mode on that because see the roster in that game? Yeah, that's not happening. Hell no. What else did I miss? But no, like I said, I love the game. In the Smash Bros. Community, that's Melee is known for the best game. Which this is why I feel as though, excuse me, I feel so out of the Smash Bros. Games, Melee had the biggest impact compared to all the other ones because the legacy it left. Like I said, the fast-paced game, the roster, one of the best games in the GameCube. Because when you get a GameCube, it was a rule to have Smash Bros. It was a rule to have Smash Bros. Because everybody had a GameCube. Majority of them had this game. Like everybody loved this game. Like kids, adults, like everybody. Like Melee, like I said, had the biggest impact because have the speed of the game, the legacy of the game, how it's still playing at tournaments. It was that evil for a good amount of years until Play Ultimate had to come into the picture. It's a new game, but like Melee was there for quite some time though. Because like I said, they like the game, but they like the gameplay better than they did in Brawl, which I mean, yes, because the speed and everything. I mean, the triple feature was dumb, but like, I'll admit, I like the game. I like the gameplay better than Melee, but better game overall. Yeah, different story for a different day. Because I don't want to get into that, but now. Smash Bros. Community can be a little That can be a little bit weird sometimes, but no, I mean, just speak as a gamer's perspective and as a fan of the game. I still think Ultimate is my favorite one. I think that's the best one. But Melee, I just feel as though I have the biggest impact, and I think it probably will have the bigger legacy. Excuse me. And then the others. I mean, I know that's a big thing to say, but like. Just like I said, the impact. I don't care about the sales. I'm not talking about the sales. I'm talking about like the impact because after Melee, everybody was so hyped for Melee. I know I say Melee, so she's just saying Melee, but just the impact this game had. Like everybody's like, oh my god, Brawl, because like there's just man that's hyped for Brawl. Like let's real, it really did. But nah, man, like Melee, man, was just. I don't think Nintendo knew like how big this game was gonna hit. Like they probably saw the success in the first one, but they're like, wow, people were expecting this to be this great, and because you can't find this game anywhere, you can't. Like they're probably all sold out right now. Like it's very, very difficult to find Melee. You can't find it, but so I know there's a lot more things I want to say, but I probably forgot. But I just think Melee is just not just a great game, but like it definitely goes in the Hall of Fame of games. It's a Hall of Famer. Excuse me. There's a coughing today. I don't have COVID. God dang. Jesus Christ. No, Melee's definitely a Hall of Fame game. It most definitely is. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. You can't. And, for this game to still be, popular, great after 20 years, man, it's amazing. It literally feels like this game came out yesterday. It really did. Like, it was the start of, as like I said, Melee and the original one was the start of we created this huge rise because they didn't Brawl. That's when we got third-party characters. So it's Melee is just a standard of good fighting games. Well, some people don't really call it a fighting game, but whatever. But Melee just it's just up there as a Hall of Fame game, man. Like, some might call it their favorite game of all time. So I don't blame for that. Like, it might be in my top 10, honestly, of the favorite video games, but it's just great. Like I said, even if you're not good at it, you still have fun with this game. You know what I mean? Like, because nowadays, I think people there are intimidated to play games because they're like, oh my god, this guy is pretty good. But back in the day, you're like, I don't care. We're all not even playing film because we got items. Items can turn the tide of the game. Like, I didn't care. Like, I had fun. Like, yeah, did I get frustrated a few times playing Event Matches? Yeah, honestly, but like, just playing with my friends, I always had fun. We just had fun. We didn't care. We didn't care about all the fancy shit. We didn't care about all the graphics and shit like that. We just had fun. And remember, we didn't have online too. So they had plenty of offline content. Like, you can play this game for days upon months upon years and years. Like, this game is just incredible. Now, granted, I gotta get my Wii fixed so I can play this game again. But you know, this game is just, listen, a lot of. How can I say this? Now, yes, the other Smash Bros. Games, the gameplay is not as fast, but they still took a lot of gameplay features from Melee and added to their game. That's a fact. That's a cure on fact. But you know, Nintendo, I do want to thank you guys for making this incredible game. Like I said, it just amazes me how this game came out 20 years ago. I was 10 years old when this game came out. So my parents got me the best Christmas gift ever. This was the best Christmas gift ever. Nothing's beating that. Yeah, I got a Wii for Christmas, but like the impact that this game has made on me, man. Honestly, one day we gotta get this on the podcast. Like, that's about because we gotta get this game on the podcast. So now, man, and to see Smash Bros. Evolve into the best crossover game, not just fighting it, but just crossover game, is just amazing. And you know, I want to thank everyone for getting this game. Like, thank you for guys for playing this game, man, because this game is just incredibly special. It's just, I love this game so much, man. Like, you can't tell me otherwise. One of the best Nintendo games ever. Probably the most best Nintendo game that a lot of people say. It's definitely up there. Like, top 10? There's a lot of good Nintendo games. You know, guys, in the comment section, you know what? Put what you think is your best. Is Melee the best Nintendo game out there? Is it? Or is it top 10, top 5, top 3? Let me know. I mean, like I said, I know there's things I missed in this, and I'm gonna look back and be like, oh wow, I didn't mention that. But like, everything about this game I love. Like, honestly, to me, this game is a 10 out of game. I mean, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Truly believe this game is 10 out of 10. I truly believe that 10 out of 10 for me. So can't tell me otherwise. So. Let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know what you guys think about this game. Like, has it made an impact on you? Do you think, like around that time, where were you? Were you 10 years old like me? Were you in college? Were you in teenage? Like, I can only imagine how this game was if you're a freshman or sophomore or junior or senior at college, man. Shoo, Friday nights probably had to be lit. After class, you're like, yo, Smash Bros. Hell yeah! I'm pretty sure there are a bunch of tournaments going on. Drunk Smash Bros. Man, I'm pretty sure a lot of shit was going down back in the day. But no, let me know how old were you guys at that time. You know, so let me know, because I'm curious to know like where you guys were at in your life at the time. So yeah, you know, just like give me a thumbs up. Please give me a thumbs up if you like this video. I really appreciate it. Let me know. Like I said, I'm still trying to improve with these videos of me talking, because I gotta do kind of chapter on a little bit too much. But you know, what can I do? I just gotta improve. I just gotta improve and get better. So, yeah, you know, let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know what you guys think about this game. Like I said, do you love this game? Do you hate this game? If you don't like it, even comment. Like, I don't say I hate this game, but you know, we all have different opinions. So I feel as though it's always great to hear them. So, yeah, like I said, let me know what you guys think of this video. let me just think about this baby right here. Just tell me how where were you like back in the day? Where were you like? College, high school, middle school, you know? What were you and your friends doing back in the day? You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, y'all be safe, y'all take care. And always remember, as J. Cole said, there is no such thing as life better than yours. Take care, everybody.
Yahoo! Yahoo!